Hey, what is going on, guys? Good morning, or good evening, good afternoon. It all depends where are you around the world because depending on where you live, it might be a different time there. So as you can see from the first few seconds of the little clip or picture or whatever you want to call it, so that's going to be the title of this video, which I think is very, very, very important because I believe that also goes with your, that plays a big, intricate part of your, of your success. So, and believe it or not, guys, this actually comes down to it if you're able to to do the things that you want to do. So it all comes down to that, that big word you just saw earlier, and that's credit. So my question here is, so the title of this video is going to be credit useful or not? It's exactly that. All right, so I'm going to give you some of my insights as usual, as I do in every videos when I explain a topic. What is credit? Like, what is credit? What do you guys think? Is it something that we need in our lives? Is it a big deal? Is it not a big deal? Well, as many of you may already know, okay, having credit, and not only in this country, but all over, I assume all over the world, because you're able to get certain things. But anyways, having credit in your life is very, very important because that'll determine a lot of things. For example, if you're trying to, let's say, buy your first house, buy your first car, or even secure a good job, okay, having a good credit is going to help you do that, because a lot of the times when your credit is not that good, or at least it's not where where it should be, or enough for you to get those things, most of the time they'll reject you simply because you have your credit is not that it's not as high as it should be. So what is credit? Okay, credit is something that that use in other words, they check it if you're if you have any debts, how good are you in paying bills, paying what you owe, things like that. So that in other words, it makes you look responsible, makes you look dependable, things like that. So for example, if a bank is is going to give you money, so they want to make sure that that the bank's going to get their money back. So by the way they do that is that they check your credit scores, see how good it is. So they see that it's not that good. Most of the time they won't give it to you. They'll not deny you and everything. So, and also in any case they do give it to you, but they'll give it to you at a higher interest rate, which either way is gonna be in paying it back. So having good credit would actually get you the loan, but also will also get you the lowest rate. So that way you're able to pay it off, in a small amount of time. And also, let's say let's say you're buying a house, same thing applies. Bad credit equals, they won't give it to you. If not, they give it to you. Same thing with a high interest rate. So the same thing goes with a car and everything. So I mean you get the idea. So yes, having a good credit is very, very important, because that depends that if you get certain loans or you get certain things, like I mentioned already, because and also ties into your success, because let's say you try to open a business, so you try to whatever it is, get a location somewhere, anywhere. So that's going to come into play. So it'll depends how good that is. So what I suggest for you to do is make sure that you're if you're in debt, make sure that you're making payments on it, because that also it also help you out, help your credit score. So if you have a credit card, make sure you're on time with the payments. if for no reason you can't, you have a hard time paying them, just at least pay the minimum amount. At least it's something. At least they're getting something. So that will definitely help you out. But for the most part, try to pay. Of course, not only the minimum payment, but try to pay at least half of what the total balance is. So for example, so let's say your balance is right now whatever, it's $100. Try to pay at least like 50 or 60, so that at least makes you look good, and then next month, boom, you pay it off, whatever, right? So, or the next week, whatever. I mean, depending how often you get paid. So, yeah, I mean, it's simple. It's simple, it's straightforward. I'm sure most of you guys already know this, but either way, I try to remind you how important it is to have it, So yeah, so try to be on time with your payments. Try to stay at top of your finances. Make sure you're responsible. Make sure you're spending responsibly. And don't go out buying things that you can't afford, or you won't be able to pay it back in a certain amount of time. And most importantly, make sure that, of course, obviously, that you're working. So obviously, if you're not working, okay, it's not a good idea to get a credit card or to get this or that. Because if you don't have a job, then how are you going to pay those bills back? So another thing, it's common sense. I'm sure you guys know, but I'm just reminding you. So, and also, what else I want to say about this? Yes, yeah. For those of you that does not have any credit or big credit history, if you guys apply for the Capital One card, so that's a card that it'll actually help build your credit. Only for those of you that has trouble building credit, so that's a card to help you build credit as well, because having bad credit is almost the same as not having no credit. So either way, because it's not telling them that are you responsible or not. So at the same time, I mean, they don't want to take that risk either. So they want to make sure that you have some sort of credit, good credit. So that way they could just like lend you money or or be approved for certain things that I already mentioned. So Capital One is a great card for you to start out, building your credit. Okay, like I said, most of you might know this, but in case you don't, then that's where it is. Okay, and also I will recommend highly that you do your own research on this, because a lot of things change. So I would say, like, yes, take my advice, but definitely do your research on it so you can learn more about it, and stay up to date with it. Like I said, it's only you guys, me myself. I'm always on top of my my finances. Make sure I pay my bills on time, my credit cards on time, so that way there's no problem with that. So, and I advise you guys to do the same. So yeah, so I think that's about it. I just wanted to say that the important part, because I know a lot of my videos are motivational, but also this also is just as important as the other ones. Because always. So I'll make sure that you guys, are able to to establish a business. So with having this checked out, with having this, where it should be, then you should have no problem doing it. And as always, guys, I wish you all the best. Wish you luck. But that being successful, it takes hard work, it takes dedication. Okay, you can't be lazy. Okay, you gotta be self-driven. You gotta be like in the Rocky movies, you gotta have the eye of the tiger. The eye of the tiger. Go out there and get it done. Whatever it takes. No days off. Okay, guys. So that is all for this video. I hope you gain some knowledge from it, learn something from it. And if you feel that somebody else could use this information, definitely pass it on. Share this video. And as I usually say on my videos, so you want to leave a comment, please go ahead. Feel welcome. And I will definitely see you guys on my next video. Take care, guys.